This is big breaking news. We are seeing over 1,500 gas stations go offline and operating at diminished capacity. Right now, we are seeing major gas shortages, and we are also seeing refineries go offline from a major cyber attack that is happening right now. This is a live cyber attack that is currently happening, and the gas is drying up. This has actually been going on since around Saturday. They believe this started around Saturday afternoon, and it is now Tuesday when I'm reporting on this. So this has been going on for a few days now. The gas is drying up, and over 1,500 gas stations are offline inside of North America. Okay, this is a very dangerous situation that we're in. And what if all these warnings I've been bringing up, what have they been related to? That there's going to be an attack on critical infrastructure. There's going to be a major cyber attack. That's what all these top generals have been warning. I haven't even been warning of this. It's top generals, top officials, top leaders all saying that there is going to be a major cyber incident on U.S. soil. I made a video on it a couple days ago. There's going to be a, quote, homeland attack, all right, on North America and on North America's critical infrastructure. And now we are seeing it over 1,500 gas stations going offline across North America. And refineries are going offline as well. One of the biggest oil refinery, the only oil refinery in Colorado, is under this blanket as well, is under this massive cyber attack as well. It's the same company. So this is happening, a live situation, and we've been talking about this, guys. Get your tanks filled up. You should have your gas tanks filled to the brim. You should have your water tanks filled to the brim. I've been filling my truck. Every single time I go into town, I'm just filling it up. I'm keeping it completely full from now on because I don't want to have it low. And I believe we are in a sense of heightened urgency, a heightened alert state right now. Even if they won't openly say it, everyone can feel it. We're in a heightened sense of alert right now, and you need to have your gas cans filled up. I'm about to go to town and buy another gas can, buy a couple more gas cans. And you can have all different sizes. You can have whatever. Just have some gas. Have a generator. Have some water tanks. Have some rice. Have some canned food. Canned food is incredible. It'll last forever. They have stuff that people are still eating from World War II that is canned food. All right. You can look it up on YouTube. People are still eating canned food and rations from World War II. It'll essentially last forever if the cans aren't dented, so the liner's busted in there because there's a liner inside of them, or it's not rusted, okay? And the liner also prevents it from rusting. So canned food lasts forever. Beans, rice, all these things you need to be stocked up on. Water, gas, because now over 1,500 gas stations are offline, and people are kind of freaking out now. It's kind of becoming a mainstream news story, and they are worried that this could spread. This could spread to more organizations and more critical infrastructure systems. And they are even saying that the employees, they are locked out. They can't even log into their accounts or do anything right now from this major cyber attack that's going on. There's also another major cyber attack, live cyber attack happening right now down in the south in Fort Worth, Texas. Okay, this is brand new. We had a major cyber attack on Dallas, Texas. All right, last month, major cyber attack, shutting down their 911 systems. Now a very similar event is happening in Fort Worth, and they are saying that that was from a compromised employee, they believed. So it's an employee that gave up their credentials, their security clearance, their credentials, whatever, to get in these systems, their login, whatever it is. It could be as simple as just a password. They gave their credentials to get into these systems to some group, this group that wants to take revenge apparently on Texas. That's what they're saying, and they're hitting the Dallas Fort Worth area right now. All right, so they already hit Dallas last month, and now they're hitting Fort Worth right there next to it. Okay, massive area. It takes hours just to drive around the Dallas-Fort Worth area, huge area. There are millions and millions of people in this region, and now they're having their stuff like their 911 systems taken offline, their payment systems to pay their water bills, their trash bills, anything like that are being taken offline. And what happens when their energy is taken offline, right? Just like this, we are seeing, this is an energy company. This is a oil company that has been hacked. One of the biggest ones in the world is under the cyber attack now, and they are closing over 1,500 stores, or they are operating at diminished capacity right now. So, and they're operating old school. They can only take cash. So let's get into all the details here of what's actually going on. So we have a major cyber attack in Dallas-Fort Worth, and now we have over 1,500 gas stations going offline as well. So Suncor Energy is hit by a major cyber attack, and Petro Canada gas stations are being impacted. So Petro Canada, which actually has gas stations in the US as well, they have these Petro gas stations in the northern part of the US, like Idaho, Washington, certain states like that. They actually have Montana. They have some of these gas stations, and they are either being shut down or they are operating exclusively off cash right now and keeping old school ledgers because of this major cyber attack. And they're worried that this could be even deeper because this company has refineries all over North America. They have the only and the largest refinery in Colorado, and in that region in the West, they have one of the only oil refineries, and it's Suncor, and it's in Colorado, and they could potentially be under this cyber attack as well, shutting down the oil refinery. And people are reporting that all weekend long, Saturday, Sunday, now Monday, and going into Tuesday, they cannot use their debit cards, their credit cards. And a lot of people don't have a ton of cash to just buy a bunch of gas. Gas is very expensive. You don't just have hundreds of dollars to spend on gas, even if they do take cash right now. And what happens when your cash runs out and you can't buy any more gas? This could go on for weeks. All right, we're already seeing major cyber attacks on Oregon, Louisiana, Maryland, and I actually have some insider information of more states of big stuff going on behind the scenes. Very dangerous, and you guys need to be aware. I will have a more thorough report on that later this week, so make sure you hit it up down there for me, please, just so you see that, because it's going to be an important report, but I want it to be thorough. But this is spreading. This is spreading, guys, and it's going to hit more states, and it's going to hit more critical infrastructure. And now we're seeing gas stations go out. If you don't have your gas tanks filled up in your car, in your spare gas tanks, you need to go fill them up right now. You need to fill up your propane tanks, put in an order to fill your tanks. If you have portable ones, go fill those up you can literally fill them up at a lot of like truck stops, like Pilot, Flying J, things like that. Loves, you can fill up your propane tanks. Go there, fill up your tanks, get a water tank. You can get an old water storage tote tank for like $200, $300 at a lot of places. All right, grab one of those, fill it up with water. You can just fill it up with hose water, wash it out. Might have a little oil in it, like vegetable oil or something like that. They're normally used for food grade oils most of the time. Rinse it out and just fill it up with water so you have these things stored up, because these systems could go offline at any moment. I was reporting on how there's a major disaster right near me, not far from me, and the government is telling people not to drink the water in this area because it could be contaminated from a major disaster, and it's going to affect 12 different states potentially. This water could. All right, so lots of big things are going on, and we need to be getting prepared. And the top CEOs are warning that this could even spread. We have this article here: Petro Canada issues may be, quote, the tip of the iceberg after Suncor cybersecurity incident. All right, so this could be the tip of the iceberg. That's what they are warning. And they are saying, quote, all of these things put together seem to suggest that there could be a sizable cyber incident that is taking place. That's what another top CEO is saying, a cybersecurity CEO in Canada. He's saying them being locked out of their accounts, the employees, nobody can log into the internal systems and see what is going on, all right? Company-wide, nationwide. And then they also, that means they can't access their registers or drawers, nothing. It goes all the way from the top down to the bottom to the cashiers. They can't even log in to their little account or whatever linked to their name for their drawers, okay? So it's affecting all the way from the top to the bottom, and they're saying this could be the tip of the iceberg, and they're saying this could be a sizable cyber incident that is taking place. And he also went on to say this could be the Canadian Colonial Pipeline incident, because Suncor is such a large part of the economy, right? A couple years ago, down in the south, we had the Colonial Pipeline cyber attack. And I'm telling you, there were parts of rural Florida, like north rural Florida, north rural central Florida, all right, where there were gas stations that did not have any gas. They didn't have any gas. And I had to call my family members to go see them. They're a couple hours away and be like, hey, do they have gas down there or not? To make sure that I wasn't going to drive down there and waste all my gas. This is the situation that people are in right now. Millions of people. This is one of the main gas stations. This is like Shell going down, or 7-Eleven, or Racetrack, or whatever. Okay, it's one of the main gas stations in Canada, and it is offline. And also major refineries that operate in the US as well, like in Colorado, Suncor Refinery, are offline as well because they cannot log into their internal systems. So you need to be getting prepared, guys. You need to be getting stocked up. You need to be getting gas. You need to be getting water. Get rice, food, canned food. I just bought some more canned food. I literally just was at the store yesterday and I bought more food. I bought more rice. I bought more some canned food, okay, just to have just a few more things. Why not? Why not have it? Why not be prepared? Why not be ready? Just buy little things at a time. I don't even have like this giant thing. I live in an RV, all right? I really have limited space, but I just buy little things here and there. Another 5-pound bag of rice. That's an extra few thousand calories, all right? That'll get us through a couple more days if something happens. Just stuff like that, all right? I don't even have a lot of space for storage in my RV. So just keep getting stocked up, guys. Keep getting prepared. Don't take your foot off the gas, because we could see a very big incident where nationwide gas stations are offline. And okay, maybe they're taking cash at some location. Some of them are completely offline because this has been going on since Saturday and they've run out of cash. They don't have enough cash to keep this going. And a lot of people in the area are running out of cash as well. You could run out of your cash stash, all right? You might have whatever, $20, $50, $100. That will go very quick if you need to fill up your gas tank, especially if you have a bigger car and you're traveling long distances. That will go very quick, all right? So thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit it up down there to support the channel and to get this video out to more people, because people need to know. People could show up to their gas station, their local gas station, their local Petro station, and they could waste all their gas. I've done this before. I only have a little bit left. I'm very rural out here. A little bit left, and you use all your gas to get to town, right? Because you're just doing stuff, going back and forth. You weren't able to catch a gas station, and sometimes you use all your gas going to town, and that's it. And then you go to town and you can't even fill up, right? You spent all your, you calculated exactly, all right, I have 50 miles to get here, and you can't even use the gas station you try to go to. Because this is just something I've worried about. I've traveled so much, traveled back and forth all over the country in my RV and with my family, and it's just one of these things I'm always thinking about, is you need to have enough gas to get to where you're going, especially towing, because it cuts your mileage about in half when you are towing. So get stocked up now, guys. Hit it up down there to get this video out to more people. It really helps. There could be rural people that see this video and it saves them. They're like, oh, I need to know. I need to bring more cash for me to pay for this gas. when I get there. And this also could be spreading. This could be a bigger event. I'm telling you, these cyber attacks are going to spread. They were saying this one in Texas and Dallas Fort Worth was caused by an internal employee that leaked. Sorry about that. A lot of times my phone, it overheats. It overheats multiple times. A lot of times out here, it's just hot sitting on the dash of my car, and it just overheats and it cuts the video out. It happens all the time. But this was a breach by a internal employee that leaked the credentials, right? They leaked the credentials, the login information for the internal systems for Fort Worth, Texas, all right? This is happening right now. This is a live situation right now. And apparently they wanted to like get revenge or something. That's what they're saying. They wanted to get revenge on Texas for some laws they've been passing, all right? I don't want to get too much into it, but that's what they were saying. So this could happen anywhere. This could be an internal thing. It doesn't even have to be some foreign country hitting us. This could be some internal person that works, some state actor, some person that works for the government that has access to this information and gives it to the wrong group or goes rogue or whatever. You know what I mean? That's literally what's happening in Fort Worth, Texas right now. Some rogue employee, this is what they suspect, gave the credential information away, and now they're under a massive cyber attack and a lot of their critical systems are offline. Okay, this could happen. This could go nationwide. I always think this with banks and things like this, where you're telling them all of this very sensitive information, and a lot of times you're telling, it's just a person on the phone, you know, it's just a person, and you know, you trust these people, they work for the bank, they're trustworthy, but there could be some random rogue person, you know what I mean, that has access to this information, these internal servers, and could hand it over to a group, or could do things themselves. If they're very sophisticated, they could cause a lot of chaos themselves. So all these options are on the table right now, and I'm just putting this stuff out here because I just have this feeling, guys. I just have this big feeling that we could see something go out for weeks bare minimum, whether it's the internet, whether it's the grid. All right, the grid could go out for months. It could be satellites go out for months. Could be phone services go out for months. Like everyone on whatever, T-Mobile is just like out for months. This is already happening with Dish Network, one of the biggest satellite internet TV providers in the country. They had a massive outage for months, and they've lost like 80,000 customers. I believe that was the last time I checked a few months ago. 80,000 customers. Imagine how much money they've lost from that, all right? It's going to accumulate. Their company could just completely go under from this cyber attack event, okay? So just make sure you are stocked up on things, guys, and it's going to be quick. It's going to be quick. We are in a slow motion collapse, all right? It's going to be one thing after another. Like, okay, these things keep hitting. But when it affects you personally, it's going to be very quick. It's going to be quick. It's going to be sudden. Your local gas station is just not going to be available one day. Okay, it's just going to be quick like that. And okay, maybe it'll be regional. Maybe it's only these gas stations. But one day it'll be your gas station, and it'll just happen overnight. That's how this is going to happen. It's going to be like a just shut off, like a domino. Like dominoes are just going to keep dropping. All the dominoes aren't going to fall at once, but they're just going to keep falling, and they're going to keep going. And that's the feeling I have. And there could be a really big domino in the middle somewhere that falls over, and stuff could be out for potentially weeks. That's what I'm preparing for right now, and that's what I'm wargaming right now, just in my mind, and what I'm seeing with all of the news and all the warnings we're getting. So please hit it up for me down there, guys. It really helps to get this video out. It really helps my channel. I'm super grateful for that, for all the support, all the comments, everything. You guys make this possible for me, and you guys, every view, everything, it really helps, and I am super grateful. So hit it up down there for me, guys. Thank you so much, and please get prepared. I'm telling you, go get an extra gas can right now. All right, I'm gonna go buy an extra one. I have 3 gas cans right now that I tried to keep filled to the brim, but I want to get another one. I feel like I need maybe 2. Maybe I should just have 5 gas cans, just have a ton of gas so I could last weeks out here if I really needed to. I probably already could, being very conservatively, but weeks even running the AC, running whatever, charging up whatever I need to charge up, all that stuff. I want to be able to live comfortably too, because it gets 90 degrees out here. It gets 95 degrees some days. Very rare, but some of these summer days it's 90 degrees and it's hot and you have to run the AC, and that uses a ton of energy, a ton of gas, a ton of electricity, a ton of solar. Most solar systems can't even run AC. Whatever you're on, it's going to drain your battery, and you want to be able to be comfortable. So stock up. If you're on solar, get an extra battery. Get an extra battery. I want to get solar very soon. Get an extra battery for your solar system. Have more battery storage. Whatever you need to do. And if you have nothing, get a little phone charger battery thing that you can plug your phone into. Just a little solar panel thing that you can buy $20-$30 at like sportsman stores, okay? Just buy something like that so you have some kind of power. Get a bunch of batteries, like AAA batteries, AA batteries, all that stuff. Get a phone bank batteries. I have a bunch of those that I keep charged up, that I can charge my phone, 2-3 full charges on per battery bank. Just look into all these things, get stocked up on these things, because 1,500 gas stations offline right now, and I'm out here on a generator. If there's no gas, there's no energy. So that's a big problem, and this is a big thing that could spread, right? This could spread to more energy companies, and especially more big oil companies like this in North America. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a big old blessed day.